There you've heard what in the end turned out to be a marathon speech by India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, congratulating his party workers for the victory and making a pointed, repeated reference to JP Nadda. I run a team. Keeping your team motivated and giving them glory in the limelight is an important part of the process. So, well, good for JP Nadda that that's happened in front of his entire cabinet. And a message has gone down clearly that JP Nadda is running the BJP as far as Modi and Shah are concerned, who were sitting on stage and giving that progress report forward. Okay, let's open this up. Priya Sehgal still with us. Sumit P joining us on the broadcast. Deshratan Nigam has been patiently listening to the speech along with us. Priya, there you have it. We have a Narendra Modi choose to take on a marathon speech, not just a polite 10-minute thank you, because he had a lot to say. And his message in essence has been about the politics of Vikas. Have we now figured out what the politics of Vikas is?
Well, Rishabh, in the way, he's also used this and as JP Nadda to, reiterate that the lockdown was a success. He's been getting a lot of criticism on the lockdown and the COVID handling. Bihar was the first electoral test of that. So it's very interesting. Both JP Nadda and Prime Minister Modi reiterated how the lockdown has helped a lot, how it's been a good help. Nadda spoke about the lockdown. Prime Minister Modi spoke about how his various schemes help people during COVID, whether it's the Jan Dhan, whether it is 1,000 rupees in everyone's bank account, etc., the self-help group. So in the sense, they are both saying that whatever the Prime Minister has been doing, the center scheme is actually what helped them win the state elections. So yes, he was praising JP Nadda for his management, but he was also patting himself and the central government on the back for what they have done that led to this state win. It was clear that they don't see this as the Nitish Kumar win. Very condescendingly, he said Nitish Kumar will also remain CM. It was very patronizing comment. The win is the BJP's, and the Prime Minister made sure that everybody knew that it was a BJP win, a win because of the centre's policies and the centre's handling. So kudos to him. And of course, he'll speak a lot. After a long time, it is Diwali Eve. It's a time for him to speak to the converted and the rest of the country. That I wasn't surprised about.
Okay, I'm a TV journalist, so of course I live on EMIs, and I've been getting some EMI cashbacks from our banks. It's only a few thousand rupees, but a few thousand rupees matter, especially if you actually don't solicit it.
Yes.
Deshratan Nigam, what has the PM just told us? If the BJP represents A, B, C, D, or is this just in the end, cliched lip service that we talk about Vikas, or has something fundamentally changed?
See, there is a fundamental change, as Prime Minister clearly pointed out, that he used that crisis as an opportunity, and so many schemes came during the COVID time, and they went to the ground. And secondly, JP Nadda has come to his own elements now. Now he's no more under the shadows of Amit Shah, and he establishes himself and duly recognized by the Prime Minister, and the message has gone loud and clear. At the same time, he also mentioned the pan-India sentiment for BJP, where the by-elections have clearly shown from north to south to east to west, they have been winning seats, and that is where he says there is no anti-incumbency for BJP. He also said BJP is the only party which can carry national aspirations and local aspirations together, which is not generally seen with other parties where they only...
No, but that is if the general level of aspiration, Deshratan Nigam, becomes similar, where it's not about the caste politics, it's not about identity politics, although those are factors that are not ignorable. You can't just say they don't matter. But if it's about aspirational politics, and that's what we are hoping it is about, then yes, you can have a concord between one region and the other region, because you all want the same. But where's the plan? Deshratan Nigam, now what do we wait for next? Do we wait for clarity in the budget?
See, the fact is, budget obviously comes with a lot of surprises every time, and a lot of things come to the ground through financial schemes. But at the same time, it is a continuity of various programs that you will see with this government. Like example, when the Jan Dhan accounts were opened, people made a lot of fun about it, but they never realized the various schemes which are going to follow will rely on those particular bank accounts. Even in crisis, COVID crisis, the money went to them. And that is where he said the silent voters, which are the women, the biggest strength, women and 18 plus girls, which is their voice is being heard of these silent voters, and that is
Okay,
where they come out.
okay, but that is indicative, aspirational vote. Okay, Sumit, just come in. I've got a few minutes left.
let me
Yeah,
just
finish your
finish.
thought. Okay, Mr. Nigam, finish your thought. Go ahead.
See, another very categorical example and a veiled warning was given to West Bengal. And that is where he said, we will fight it on the ground, and really motivated his workers. And about Diwali, he said, dhoom dham se manaiye. So no COVID impact. Go out, celebrate, take care of each other.
Yeah, but let's
and
keep
vocal
our
for
masks
local.
on. In
Vocal
Delhi,
for local, he repeated so many times.
vocal for local, we
for
should
local.
all become fans on. But in terms of Dhoom Dham Ki Diwali, I think Dhoom Dham Ki Diwali can still be done at home. I put out my Diwali lights already. Vocal for
I'll do it
local.
today.
Vocal for local would be useful if more of these products carried made in China, made in India, so one could pick more easily. One is becoming more finicky now, but if you look at every house, one gets surprised how many products already were made in China that we now need to undo from our houses. That's the thing that we must do. Sumit Peer, it was a marathon speech by Narendra Modi. It was for many reasons, of course, not just the Bihar elections. He's covered a host of issues, not just electoral ones. Now it comes down to action plans. Now I accept the premise that if you think of doomsday, worst case scenarios, we haven't gone there. Doomsday worst case scenario was social upheaval, rioting, people, localized famine taking place, complete chaos happening in the country for 3 or 4 months. That did not happen. But that, of course, does not make a 10% GDP growth economy, which is what we need. So what's going to happen next, you suspect?
I think, Rishabh, if you look at this speech, this was a kind of a recovery speech after the COVID. With this major win, there are 5-7 points which Prime Minister very amicably brought. The point number one was he appreciated the silent voter, or he endorsed the women power. Secondly, he appealed to the youth of country, come and join BJP because we are the party which can give wings to our aspirations. We don't work on family and cadre. Thirdly, he warned against political killings. Political killings of any way whatsoever are not acceptable. Then he makes one more point, local for vocal, and with it he says, if we do it, nobody can take an inch of land for us. Then he also reiterates that Mr. JP Nadda is on the wheel now. So that youth appeal, that women appeal, and come join BJP. And he makes a very important point today, very pertinent point. He says, these family-based parties are the biggest threat to our democracy. So these have to be eliminated. We have to only talk development, rise above caste, rise above creed, and work to bring this country together. I don't think any political leader has done such a big national appeal for the youth to come and join BJP. He said, Kamal haath mein lijiye aur nikal padiye. I mean, that is what BJP can give you.
Okay.
That is the kind of platform you take.
Okay. Iqbal Ansari is still with us from the JDU. Iqbal ji, transliteration. क्या अब काम तेजी से होगा बिहार में कि रोजगार मिल जाएगा लाखों को?
जी बिल्कुल, जो हमारा 7 निश्चय है, 7 निश्चय पार्ट 2 युवा शक्ति, उसमें कई तरह की योजनाएं हैं जो युवा वर्ग जो है उनको वो रोजगार से लाभान्वित होंगे, वो लाभ उठाएंगे। हमारा सशक्त महिला जो कार्यक्रम है निश्चय पार्ट 2 में, हर खेत में सिंचाई का पानी है, स्वच्छ गांव है, उसके बाद स्वच्छ शहर है, विकसित शहर है, सुलभ संपर्कता है।
बट अब चुनाव तो खत्म हो गया। मेरा सवाल दुरुस्त था, छोटा था। अंसारी जी, रोजगार लाखों लोगों के लिए कहां से आएगा? क्या आप हफ्तों में सरकारी नौकरियां भर देंगे? और अगर स्वरोजगार की बात है तो आपकी एनडीए सरकार स्वरोजगार के लिए कैसे उत्साहित करेगी?
बिल्कुल, जो जिस तरह का योजनाएं और जिस तरह का सोच माननीय नेता श्री नीतीश कुमार जी के पास है, विकसित बिहार करने के लिए, किसी भी प्रदेश को विकसित करने के लिए रोजगार का अवसर होना बहुत अति आवश्यक है। हर घर से बेरोजगारी जानी चाहिए, लोगों को रोजगार मिलना चाहिए। डबल इंजन की सरकार है, केंद्र सरकार की भी हम लोगों को सहयोग मिलेगा। माननीय नेता नीतीश कुमार जी के निश्चित सोच और उनके कार्यों से बिहार की जनता ने उन पर मुहर लगाया है, विश्वास जताया है, भरोसा कायम किया है। उस भरोसा को जनता दल यूनाइटेड एनडीए सरकार पूरी करेगी और
Okay,
निश्चित बिहार में
please do. I am
एक
hoping that the
स्वस्थ
first thing that
वातावरण
happens after
होगा।
cabinet
बेरोजगारी
formation
के सवाल
is
पे
now we are
नीतीश
told
कुमार
in a very transparent way, these many jobs, these places which our government find cleared, and these are the places and these are the actions we are doing to completely change the dynamic in Bihar and make it a startup state, make it a manufacturing state. I highly encourage you, plead you, go get it done now. You got the mandate you require. आपको मतदाताओं ने दे दिया वोट, आप जाके काम पे लगिए. Ansari ji, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast. Let me go back to Priya Sehgal. Priya, we need a little bit of energy about us to get a lot of these things done. Otherwise, they'll be lost in conversation. A lot of that energy has been distracted this year because of obvious reasons of a pandemic, China. We spend less energy dealing with Pakistan, which is a good thing. Focusing that energy now on the economy. What is the X factor missing? Because Modi has tried, he's tried the Startup India, he's tried the Make Up India. The effort is there, but that momentum level has not yet reached.
What is missing is the experts, Rishabh. He hasn't got that. He makes a whole lot of announcements. He's made a whole lot of jobs per day for the central level. Now he's saying 19 lakh jobs in Bihar. Where is the blueprint? Where are the deliverables? He needs a panel of experts to help him deliver this. He is very good at tapping on the pulse of the people and motivating the people, but very, very poor on delivery. That has been his weakest point in the center. That's maybe the weak point in Bihar also. So I do hope that he brings in a panel of experts for Bihar at least. I mean, that's what Nitish Kumar did initially. He had NK Singh, he had a whole lot of experts who were there helping him when he first took charge of his office and focused on economy, on Sushashan. Somewhere along the line, Nitish Kumar has lost the plot. So I do hope, working in tandem with the center and the state, they can actually put out a blueprint. And the first step would be actually to fill in those government job vacancies.
Yeah.
That's an easy fill. That's the low-hanging fruit. So go for it. At least fill that and get the engine running, and then go in for the big picture instead of all these big announcements. What has helped the Prime Minister win right now are the social welfare schemes. At a time when the economy had stopped and there were no jobs because of COVID, the social welfare scheme, the 1,000 rupees a month in somebody's bank account, was a huge help. It was a huge fillip. That has built him the credibility of someone who can deliver. Now, I do hope when things kind of normalize and you have to get the engines of government running and the economy running, he actually has a plan to start that going again, not just for Bihar, but for the rest of the country also.
Yeah, absolutely.
You said we're on the eve of a budget. I do hope that he gets in some experts and starts listening to others apart from the cabal of people around him.
It's
that
just
I don't
unleashing.
think he have delivered so much on the economy. Just delivered on the
it's
big ideas.
unleashing that is required. Deshratan Nigam, project management. I mean, look at what's happening in Varanasi. Gujarat is a great example. Getting a statue made is also project management. Getting Ram Mandir made is also project management. So A+ to the regime in building roads, in getting the Nalka sorted. In project management, we are doing well. In terms of getting the bureaucracy of this country, especially at the state level, to completely embrace a new kind of logic, we are struggling. Now, that is the one place where we now need a complete overhaul. How do we do it?
See, we do require, total overhaul of bureaucracy in Bihar. They have to come out from their feudal mindset. That is the feudalism you see in the bureaucracy when you have a former DGP releasing a video and then joining a party in such a fashionable manner is something which is not required there. And therefore, the first and foremost priority of the government has to be what are the plus points of Bihar. Agriculture, food processing and IT industry.
To get it done.
IT industry doesn't
no,
need
what,
much
okay,
of
I can justify this for you. Forget all the manifestos. We need now a concrete plan to stop the flooding. That has to just stop. Okay, everything you can't prevent. There is some law of nature, but every year complete pandemonium can't happen. If Nepal has to be fixed, if dams have to be built, we can get those dams built in a couple of years. All the government vacancies across the country should simply be filled. Okay, we should set up a 1-year plan and say we are filling them. Social sector, public sector jobs are not the answer to the economy, but they pump in money into the economy. And now we need to figure out all the models that are being put at the center, whether it's an Invest India model or a one window model, how is that to be replicated? And we now need to look at our taxation. We have to free our people to do what they do. We have good businessmen and good entrepreneurs in this country. The Dhandawalas now deserve their respect. We can call them wealth creators, we can call them entrepreneurs if we want a better terminology, but the Dhandawalas now deserve a bit of respect. Sumit Peer,
yeah.
How do we professionalize? How do we professionalize?
You see, Rishabh, the point number one is when you keep on doing programs like this, they have an impact. Let me bring in one thing. Rishabh, we were the first ones to bring up this agarbatti import from China, which was $110 million, 800 crore.
Gone,
now, agarbatti
gone,
no longer
wiped
imported
out,
from China.
almost
They are
wiped
banned.
out, almost wiped out this year.
Yeah,
almost
they're
wiped
banned.
out this year.
That is the Newsex impact. I want to
No, it's got
congratulate
nothing to
you
do
on
with
this.
us.
Crackers also.
Yeah,
Crackers is another example.
So, $110 million, 800 crore is out of the table of China. Point number one. So, point number two, the migration from Bihar is down by 50%. Whatever it used to happen around 10 years back, if you look at today's number, is down by 50%.
Sumit, what is next? My question is, what is next?
Okay,
we have small wins,
I have 2 points
but
to make,
we have bigger problems. They don't take up the bigger problems.
At a national level, sir, we have to reduce the cost of capital because 15 to 18% or 23% of capital is mind-boggling. At this rate, the country cannot reach 10 trillion. Look at Singapore, Thailand 1.5%. That is point number one. Point number two, what is our national equity policy? I have been shouting my lungs out. What is our national equity policy? If somebody wants to take equity in my firm or my company, for example, or your business, it's a hell of a process. What is our national equity policy? There is no one, and the cost of borrowing money has to come down. I'll give you an example, Rishabh. Give me a minute. Today, if you have a 4 lakh rupees from credit card and you will end up paying around 4% interest per month, that is 48% per annum.
Correct.
It's better you borrow money from a money lender. It is much cheaper than that.
Correct.
Cash from credit card takes 5% interest. How many people in India, how much of youth is under a credit card debt trap? Credit cards.
Okay, not as bad as America. Okay, but I agree in the premise that the cost of capital, and I'm glad we're having this conversation in the context of a Prime Minister's speech on the Bihar election. Great way to end it on a positive note. Let's come up with an action plan. We are here to talk about it. I mean, there are important things that we can talk about, and the better things that we can spend our time on, certainly, than a lot of tamasha that happens in this country. I'll rather spend it. And if all of us do it, we can unleash. Over the course of the past 5 months, I have interviewed literally now thousands of hours of programming, thousands of young entrepreneurs, people who are running businesses in good times and bad, people with ideas, people who are sending rockets into space, people who are into robotics, who are coming up with great ideas, great technologies. Team India can do this. We are all in the same boat. And if Bihar has told us that, reiterated that, well, good on us. So we have so many political things to discuss. I've been discussing them for 24 hours already. The delayed election process gave us a chance to discuss everything threadbare. So I'm going to leave it on that positive note. My thanks to Priya, Deshratan ji, and Sumit for joining us. Priya and Deshratan ji, of course, have been slogging it out with us since 7 o'clock last morning. So it's been a long couple of days, but it's been a worthwhile couple of days in covering this. This is why we do TV. When something important is happening, we are stakeholders bringing it to you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.